Welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg, and this is a 1967 Mustang. Started out as an S-Code, and it has got an FE that has been stroked out to 442, guys. Aluminum heads, automatic car, Parchment Interior, absolutely drop-dead gorgeous car. Man, look at that chrome, look at the grille, all the trims looking sweet, and that red paint is absolutely beautiful. I'll tell you what, the restoration on this car is off the hook. Look at the way that hood fits. Absolutely beautiful. That line is nearly perfect, right straight down the hood. Look at that door line right there. Absolutely beautiful and lined up nearly perfect. That emblem looks brand new. And look at that 390 emblem there on that horsey. Looking sweet. Of course, Magnum 500s. All Mustangs need to have Magnum 500s. That rocker molding looking beautiful. All these lines are looking good. Nice and tight gap right here. Look how nice and slick that door opens up. And looky here. Look how nice and clean all this is. All the rubber's looking good. And this Parchment Interior, man, is it looking slick. Look at that carpeting in there. The steering wheel, the center console, the upholstery on the seats, the seat belts, everything on this car. You want to talk about unique? Pull into any car show, I guarantee you this will be the only Mustang that looks like this one. I tell you, I have been all over the world looking at Mustangs. I've never seen this color combination. What a sweet ride this thing is. It's got custom gauges in it, all the chrome in there, all the trim looking sweet. Absolutely gorgeous. Slick as can be. The chrome back here's looking good. Tail light chrome looks good. All the moldings back here look good. The paintwork on the rear valance is looking sweet. That GT emblem looking good on the gas cap. I think I got the keys here in my pocket. Yeah, there they are. That looks like the original key. Well, maybe not. That looks like an original remake of the key. It looks old anyway. Look inside there. Look at that wheel well. Look how nice and clean that is. Backside of the quarters nice and clean. All these gutters around here all painted up looking sweet. That rubber looking good. The bumpers look brand new. Even jack instructions in there. Just everything about the car looks brand new. You look down the side of this beauty. Look how straight that bodywork is. Imagine the amount of hours that went into the bodywork on this thing. You want to talk about a professional job? This is one high-end restoration right here, guys. And at Vanguard Motor Sales, we don't do any consignment whatsoever. So that means we own this Mustang. So you can bet we spent the time to check it out before we bought it. Right now we have a little over 200 cars in stock, and we own every one of those cars. So we spend the time and the energy to check out every one of the cars before we buy them. Then when they get here to the shop, we get them on the lift and inspect them so Tom can answer every one of your questions when you call him at 248-974-9513. Now, I've got about 35 years of experience in the muscle car industry, and I help pick out every one of the cars here at Vanguard. And I'm going to put those 35 years of experience to work for you, helping you pick out your dream car. take this awesome 67 Mustang for a ride. You want to talk about horsepower? This baby's got some horsepower. Man, this is one sweet FE under the hood of this baby. One of the funnest Mustangs I've driven all day. This thing is sweet, guys. Beautiful red, beautiful interior, beautiful motor. Man, it don't get better than this. So call Tom at 248-974-9513 and he'll explain the whole process to you, how easy it is to park this dream in your driveway, no matter where you live in the world. And if you want some help with financing, we can help you out with that too, no problem whatsoever. We make the whole process really easy. Tom will take care of everything for you. All you need to do is make that phone call. He'll do the rest. I'll tell you what, this is one sweet ride too. Look at this. We got aftermarket gauges, all late model stuff, right in the stock location. They look like they belong there, guys. Looking sweet. Beautiful job. Absolutely gorgeous. Car's driving great. Got all kind of horsepower. Sounding even better. Brakes feel good. Steering feels great. Man, it's sweet. Now, we're real close to the airport here in Detroit. So if you want to fly in and check out the car in person, please do. We encourage you to, as a matter of fact. Or if you want to send an inspector, no problem whatsoever. We'll treat the inspector just like we treat you. We're also open on Saturdays if you'd like to drive in or fly in on a Saturday. Just call Tom, let him know you're coming so we can make sure we got your favorite vehicle right here where we can get at it. We do have 80,000 square feet of indoor storage and well over 200 cars in stock. So we do have to move some cars around every now and then. Now we're about to do something nobody else in the industry does. We're gonna put this car up on the lift so you can see the bottom. We're gonna pop the hood to see what's making all that horsepower. We're gonna show you everything you need to see so you can make a great decision on your Mustang investment. Now we're coming up on our building right now. We're at 15100 Keel Street in Plymouth, Michigan. So stick with us right now because we're gonna show you exactly what's going on the bottom side. Hold on, we're gonna hit it a little bit. That's what I wanna hear right there. All right, we're underneath this Mustang now, and it is one of the prettiest Mustangs I've been underneath in a while. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Look at those tips, man. Absolutely gorgeous. The tank is brand new. You can see that rear end housing. It's okay. It says right there. Now look at all the piping here. Everything looks like it's stainless, and it's beautiful. Now it does have air shocks on it. We've got traction bars here, right around a 350 gear in here, and it is Posi. Everything's nice and clean here. It does have drum brakes. You can see the drums look like they're brand new. The guys will still take those all apart, make sure they're in good shape and installed correctly. This is an aftermarket nodular case. There is a big old N up here. It is a brand new drive shaft. You can see it's got a brand new drive shaft sticker on it here. It does have frame ties on it. These things tie in the front and the rear frames together and brace in every direction here. Got a crossover in the exhaust right here, and the exhaust is all tucked up in there, nice and neat. You can see it's got a brand new fuel line running front to back and brand new brake line running front to back. Looks like brand new parking brake cable. Now the transmission was built by an aftermarket racing transmission company. And this is a C6, so that is a Ford transmission, guys. That would be the same transmission that would have came in the car, and it was an automatic transmission car from the factory. You can see the brakes up front here. Those are Ford brakes. They are disc brakes. You can still see the Ford emblem stamped in the spindle here. All cleaned up. Looks like new ball joints, top and bottom. It does have coilovers holding it up though, so it has been upgraded in the front suspension. And look how nice and clean everything is up here. Everything's all painted up. You're definitely going to want to invest in some mirrors so you can show off the bottom side of this car. There is a sway bar up here. Of course, everything's brand new. I could list off what everything is under here. Radius arm bushings, lower control arms, the calipers, the flex lines, the cooler lines. I mean, everything's brand new under here. So you can just assume the headers, they're jet coated, the power steering, just everything under here is brand new. You can see everything's painted up nice, and look at those Magnum 500s. Man, you want to talk about cool? Those are absolutely beautiful. Love the little horsey in the middle here. Every Mustang needs to have Magnum 500s on them. Now we got two 1560 15s up front, and you can see again that wheel well, absolutely gorgeous, all painted up in there. Love the wheel lip moldings too. Rocker moldings, of course, they look brand new. I always try to feel around on the back side of the front fender. I don't feel any patchwork or anything in there. Nice and clean, nice and slick back there. That torque box is beautiful. The paintwork, I mean, you can see the reflection of the lift on the torque box. That's how nice the paint job is there. Floorboards, again, all painted up, that red oxide primer, except it's got some clear on it, so it's nice and shiny. So you're gonna have to get underneath here with some Windex and some paper towel and keep this thing clean. My neighbors used to make fun of me for getting underneath my car and cleaning the bottom side. They said, I'm the only guy that ever see clean the bottom side of his car. Two 3560 15s out back. Again, brand new Magnums. Check this wheel lip on all your cars. That feels nice and clean. All I feel is that inner wheelhouse where it comes to the quarter. And again, you can see those wheelhouses nice and clean. They look brand new. Everything about the car. Swing around here, you can see how nice and clean the frame is too. Whenever I'm looking at these Mustangs, I look at this area on the frame. This is a telltale sign. First thing to go on a lot of these Mustangs. And again, check this pinch weld right here on the bottom side of the rocker. That's another thing to look at. Now let's get under the hood and take a look at that stroker motor making all the horsepower. All right, under the hood, we've checked out all the casting and all the dates on the motor, and the previous owner tells us that this is the original block for this car. Now, it is a stroker motor now, so it's upgraded to a 442 cubic inch motor. It's got Edelbrock heads on it, it's got an aluminum intake, and it's been upgraded to a fuel injection system. I know it doesn't look like it because it's got the stock air cleaner on it, so you're looking stock underneath here, but you've been upgraded to fuel injection. The headers are jet coated. We've got a polished up water pump. That's an aluminum water pump there. Looks like it's got an aluminum radiator in it that's been painted black. That's my best guess. It does have air conditioning on it. It does have power brakes. It does have power steering. Everything under here is nice and neat. Now we've got an Autolite top on the battery to make it look like that old-fashioned battery that everybody knows and loves. We've got a great looking firewall there. All the wiring looks nice and neat. We even got a Ford Moco hose here on the upper radiator hose. A lot of the hoses, a lot of the wiring is all original looking on the car. You can see that condenser looks brand new for the AC. We got the light bar here in the front. Look how nice and neat everything is. Even the core support, look at the shine on that. I mean, the car is amazing, guys. Look at the paintwork even on the bottom side of the hood. The turn signal indicators are hooked up in the hood. I mean, she is beautiful, guys. Call us, 248-974-9513, and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your driveway.